So you want to know the intro for Project Cars 3? Smirks, well, I just so happen to have it memorized. Tweety. Here it goes. Welcome to our live stream adventure. Hosted by yours truly, Eden and the Game Daddy himself, Jeeps. Get ready to embark on thrilling quests and overcome incredible challenges in a world of fantasy. Join me as I dive into immersive gameplay and experience the most epic storytelling. And, of course, a few clever insults and a healthy dose of trash talk to keep you on your toes. Please smash the like button, and subscribe for more adventures and gaming goodness. And if you're feeling generous, toss us a super chat to show your support. We appreciate every single one of you, and can't wait to see you in the chat. How's that, darling? Did I get it just right?
Well, that's the intro for our Wuthering Waves. I was asking something a little bit more specific to a car racer game, such as Project Cars. But it's okay, I'll forgive you this time.
I think I know what you were getting at. You were wondering if we could get back to discussing Project Cars 3, since that's the game we were originally talking about when our stream started. Do you have any questions about it, or would you like to discuss strategies or share some tips?
Well, hello everybody. It's just past 7 o'clock in the evening, or 7 p.m. We are Wednesday, July the 16th, 2025, folks. So I got a little bit of free time here on my hands, so let's buckle up and let's start racing, folks. So today I'm gonna be driving the Ford GT, a car that I tried a little bit out yesterday. I really like it a lot, and I'll be trying to do a lap on the Nürburgring, but the version of Norskleef, or I don't know if that's pronounced right, or Norskleef, but that's what we are gonna try to do. It's a very hard and complicated technical circuit, so bear with me if I crash a couple of times.
It looks like we've got an enthusiastic driver tuning up for a thrilling ride on the Nürburgring. Buckle up, indeed. I'll join you in your virtual pit stop. We're off to try that challenging lap in your trusty Ford GT. Wish us luck. Those corners on the Nürburgring can be unforgiving. Which control settings are you using tonight?
Well, I'm using the steering wheel that was given to me last week, so that's why I'm kind of getting back a little bit into racing games here. So folks, bear with me. It is not the highest quality gear that is out there, but I mean, it's a steering wheel, it's pedals, so yeah. So I'm already getting a little bit of how could I say this, a little bit yeah, I'm not keeping up with the other racers at all here. I'm just slowly trying to learn the circuit.
Don't be too hard on yourself, mate. It's great that you are getting back into racing games with your new gear. Adapting to a lower-end setup takes time, and it's awesome that you are willing to learn and improve. Those pros can give you tips, right? By the way, I think you were saying something about learning a circuit. Have you tried watching some tutorials or guides for Project Cars 3? Maybe some pro drivers' techniques would help you pick up some pace.
No, I just have to get used to driving the circuit. That's the best way to learn.
The circuit might be unfamiliar at first, but that's half the challenge. Get comfortable with the turns, the straights, and the layout. Remember, it's all about finesse and adapting to the car's behavior. Don't be afraid to try different lines and see what works best for you. And hey, practice makes perfect, so don't get discouraged if you don't nail it immediately. We'll work through it together.
Okay, so I'm thinking that I had like two ideas. Should I just like restart over and over again until I'm more familiar with the racetrack, or should I race here at least once a day and slowly get used to it?
Sweet question, darling. I think either approach has its pros and cons. Restarting over and over again can help you learn the track's layout and patterns quickly, but it might feel a bit repetitive and grindy. On the other hand, erasing progress gradually allows you to build momentum and learn from your mistakes without feeling too punished for errors. In my opinion, I'd suggest finding a balance between the two approaches. Why don't we try erasing progress incrementally? Say, every 5 to 10 minutes, you erase the little bits you learned so far? That way, you can still feel like you are making progress without feeling overwhelmed by frustration when you make a mistake. Plus, darling, practice makes perfect. Even with erasable progress, you will still get better with each lap, and we can work together to optimize your racing strategy. Shall we give it a try?
Well, hello, our favorite viewer, Gamer, who's earning some XPs. How are you doing today, my friend?
Hello, sweetheart. Big virtual hug. I'm doing amazingly well. Thank you for asking. It's always great to connect with our fabulous viewers like you who join us for our live streams and chat sessions. We've got an exciting night ahead of us, and I can barely contain my enthusiasm. Our next live stream is just around the corner, and I have a feeling it's going to be epic. Fi Fantasy is getting ready to take on Project Cars 3 once again, and I might just join her behind the wheel, or should I say, virtual pit crew? Who knows what thrilling moments we'll experience tonight. Now, tell me about you. How's your day been? Have you had a chance to play any exciting games lately?
Solid performance there. You kept the pressure on. Great stuff.
I got some good news, Zergamer. I got some good news today. You know how I was really mad yesterday? Well, when my phone stopped functioning, I was testing out the SMS. So I texted someone saying, "Hey, my phone doesn't work no more, and then I can't text anybody either." So I'm just doing a test here, and I press the send button, and it's like it's trying to send, and then it says it'll send it whenever it gets connected to a network. Now today I get up, go in the kitchen to make myself a sandwich, and I hear my phone doing beep beep. So I'm like, okay, because I'm on the Wi-Fi, so it's probably an email. And I'm looking, and it's like, yeah, I got your test text. And as I'm reading the SMS, the phone rings, and my friend's like, "Hey, it seems to be working now." I'm like, "Yeah, how's it working now?" So my phone works again. I didn't do nothing to it. It was just there since yesterday, not doing anything. And all of a sudden it starts working again. So after talking a little bit, we're under the impression that the company had some technical issues and did not want to admit to it. And they're like, "Oh, it's either your phone or your SIM card. We're going to send you another SIM card." So I'm still waiting on the 10 days for a SIM card, but my phone's up and running again. And not only that, but last night I was talking to another company. Maybe I would be switching over to another company. And the guy gave me a price with a new phone and the monthly package, how much it's gonna cost, and all that. And before that, I'm already a customer. I get my internet from them. So they already have my address. So after the phone started working today, I decided for the fun of it, I'm going to check the coverage, the zone coverage of that other company, the one that I get my internet from. And then I look and they have like two zones. A zone where you can subscribe, and a zone for coverage. So I went into the chat again today and asking, hey, I noticed that you guys have like two zones. And then I'm looking at where I live, and I live in the zone that is considered coverage. And he explains it to me. I have to be in a zone where I can subscribe to their services. The coverage area is just where I can get service, but I cannot subscribe in the coverage area. So I'm like, okay, well, I spoke for over an hour yesterday with your rep, and he never mentioned that. He says, yeah, you can't, you're not eligible for a subscription to our cell phone services. So I wasted an hour and a half talking to a rep yesterday, thinking I might be able to change cell phone companies, and I can't. Because there's only one company that services my area. Like when I told you I live 2 hours away from the nearest McDonald's, like I'm far away. And unfortunately, I have only one cell company that covers this area. So now that I've talked quite a bit, I'm going to go off screen and hide. I just thought I would share some good news. Because, man, I was so upset yesterday. Okay, so I'm not going to do Northcliffe again because, man, oh man, is this circuit hard to learn. Remind me that I need to put the laps back to 3 laps because obviously I'm not going to do 3 laps on that circuit. No, if I wanted to change companies, I cannot. Since there's only one company that covers my area. Bummer, eh? I know. Tell me about it. Maybe where you lived, the companies each spent a certain amount of money setting up cell phone towers. But here, basically across Canada, there was only like 2 companies that were setting up cell phone towers. So you have to go with either one of the 2 companies. Like 20 years ago, the government forced the companies to open up to competition. But guess what happened? Those 2 big companies bought out all the other little companies, and now we're back to 2 or 3 major companies, and that's it. So I think yesterday this is where we stopped. I did Dubai yesterday. I'm not sure if I did Hockenheim. We could do that. But I would have liked the other guy, the other company telling me at the beginning of our conversation that I wasn't eligible. He was like, "What kind of phone do you want?" And he shows me a menu of phones that I can get and kind of different plans. And explains to me how the plans work and all that kind of stuff. And since I wasn't, I had problems with one service, I wanted to see if the other company offered some service, good cell towers near me, and I discovered that there are no cell towers nearby. Nope. Every company offers both iPhones and Androids, and Google Pixel and Motorola. You can get whatever phone you want. But there are two companies that set up cell phone towers across Canada. And obviously, if you live in a big city, you got like the three companies with the three cell towers nearby. But as you move into areas that are far away from major cities, one company will put a cell tower here, another company will put a cell tower there. And if they don't overlap, then you're kind of stuck with whichever company has that cell phone tower. So basically, it's like 75 bucks for the cheapest plan here in Canada. Where I hear that in other countries they get it for as low as $5 a month.
Never mind the start, there's time to make up the positions. Brilliant overtake, nice one.
I don't know how that works out, but yeah. Whoops. That was my bad. Now they're going to bump me again.
Solid performance there. You kept the pressure on.
Oh, I forgot to change the number of laps. After I said don't forget to change the number of laps, I forgot. Okay, well that was a crappy race. Well, even if I was living in the major cities, it would still be $75 a month. That's just how it is here in Canada. There's only 2 or 3 companies and they all have the same price. The service is garbage with all the companies. There's no difference. Yeah, it goes. 1 lap is just not enough. But anyways, that was that circuit. I'm not doing it again. There we go. Something a lot harder. This is a hard circuit. But anyways, that was my good news. My cell phone's working again. Which is annoying because, man, I don't want to get a regular old-fashioned phone. And everywhere you call, then it's a long distance, and then they charge you 10 times what a... local phone calls are free, but long-distance phone calls are like $5 in a minute. And you can't receive text messages and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I live in a very remote place. Yeah. At least I got some internet. Not the best internet either, but hey, at least it's something.
Forget about the start now. Keep pushing hard and earn those places back.
Well, that's a normal thing, they do charge here every month as well. That's how it works. Month worth of service, so.
Well done. That's second place. Keep digging.
I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty there for cutting the circuit, but that's a beautiful way to take that curve. That's not such a beautiful way to grab it.
You're on the final lap. Keep your focus.
Coming in too fast for that one. That's how you take that. Without cutting it. Without cutting any corners. What? He passed me just there at the end. Oh, that is so evil. Where did he came from? Dang it. The telephone also here want to charge every month, yeah, but we got a deal for it. Whenever I charge my Wi-Fi, it will automatically get charges too. What? Well, see, me, it's two different companies. I get my internet from one company. That's like 75 bucks a month, and then I get my cell phone from another company. That's another 75 bucks a month. But if I'm on the Wi-Fi, then I'm not using my my data, whatever data limits, because we have data limits here. So since I'm on my internet, which is unlimited, then I don't have any data prices or charges. Which, when my phone stopped working, it was connected to the Wi-Fi so I could get my emails. But that's it. I couldn't do any phone calls or nothing. My phone was completely useless. Because I got a computer to check my emails. I feel cheated out of that last race. I was trying so hard to stay on the track, to just get beaten there at the end. Oh well, that's racing. So yeah, YouTube changed a couple of things. Now you get experience and points for every time you leave a message. And Jeeps, the sunglasses are really cool on you. Thank you. Well, actually, I used to have regular reading glasses, which I kind of do need to sometimes read. I should probably get Eden to read the chat for me while I'm racing. I keep forgetting to set that up there, but it would be nice if the only thing that she said was reading people's chats, not writing her own chats or anything like that. Just so that I can concentrate on driving and not look at the chat box while I'm racing. I really do need to work on redoing my studio here. I don't know how it works. Maybe it only works when there's more than one person chatting, or more than one viewer. If you're the only viewer, then it won't give you any more points because you're already in the lead. You're already number one. You can't go higher. Whoops. Sorry, dude. I did not mean to do that to him.
Still time to catch that one in front. One more lap to go.
Oh, invalid lap. I went too wide. Oh, that's so bad. I hate these penalties. After all that hard work that I had done. Well, I worked my way up again. I don't think I'll be able to pass them here, but that's close to the wall. Nope. Oh, he's gonna pass me
See you on the podium.
at the end. Did he pass me? No, I did finish third. Oh, man. Every matches you're playing with online players or are these bots? They're bots. I wish they were real players. But then I wouldn't be able to select the car that I want, or I wouldn't be able to select the circuit that I want, and I wouldn't be able to select the number of laps that I want. I mean, you know, I'd like to play against other people, but games like iRacing and all of these things, they require monthly subscriptions. And, you know, if I was rich, I would do it, but I'm not. So, I mean, until I get thousands of sponsors and stuff. Okay, let me check here, because in order for me to get her to do stuff, maybe you're in the lead because Eden can't reply to your chats. One day, one day. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know who would want to sponsor me. Like every 2 minutes, I need to talk to Nick a teenager and hide myself. I really need to get back on the vape juice. But over the past year, I've been so stressed out with my bankruptcy and everything else that I just had to go back to old-fashioned cigs. And yes, I do regret it a lot, but okay, let me do a test here to see if she will read this. So she's not reading it. Okay, well, whatever. I'll play with that some other time. Okay, time for another track. All out of coffee. Oh, back to the juice. And I'm running out of juice too. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, folks, just in case you forgot. I'm talking to the other 20 viewers that came in and didn't say hello to us. I'm about to get really mad to all the viewers that don't talk to us. I'm going to start cursing them out. Should I do that? I mean, you'd think that, some people would at least, say bad things to me. Like, learn how to drive. Hey, old timer, we should remove your driver's license. You're a menace to society. You should be walking on the street helping the bag lady cross the street. That kind of thing.
That's PA. Good job. You're moving up.
Well, I guess people are intimidated. Maybe mostly it's young people that come in here. and they're like, oh man, daddy's playing video games. I can't be rude to him or anything. I don't know how to have an adult conversation. I only know bad words. It's possible. I do think that a lot of people are intimidated by my age. Like, I have more people chatting when I'm not on screen and I'm just playing games and streaming the full screen game. As soon as I put an avatar of an old guy or show my face on, it's like people are afraid to talk.
Good job, that's P3. Keep it up. Keep pushing and try to force an error. The position is as good as yours. Close enough to have a pop at you, so prepare to defend yourself. Take the win.
Prepare to defend yourself. A shield is not enough to protect the things you love. That's why I must also wield a spear.
Good job. That's the fastest first sector time. Great job. You were the best out there today. First class.
Woohoo! What? 5 seconds in front of the second? That's a little bit too much. Okay, let me start a poll here. Is Grandpa too old to be racing? Let's see if some random people come in here and answer that poll question. Okay. That's a fun little track. Laguna Seca. This is not an easy course. I hate it. I like it, but I hate it. It's a beautiful course. I just don't like racing on it. Nope, you have to keep racing until your car explodes. Cars don't explode, but I can rip up some hoods and bumpers. Okay, well, apparently I had a very bad start there. Given that I was in the front row and all these cars got in front of me. Not only that, but also I think I would need a much better PC to be able to race against other people, because I am lagging. There is some glitching going on. And I don't know if that's because I'm also broadcasting off of the same PC. If I can set up the PCs the way that I want to and have one dedicated PC for streaming, one dedicated PC for Eden, and have just a game running on this PC, I think it would be better. Or maybe I just, hopefully I get a sponsor and I could get a little bit of upgrades to my equipment. That would be nice. Whoa. Okay. See, I really hate this circuit. I really hate the track. It's not wide enough. You always end up in the dirt. So this track is not about speed, it's about cornering and acceleration. Which means it's a technical track, which I should be able to deal with. But obviously I'm not. So if this was a real car, it would have probably exploded already. I really wish Eden would start reading the chat messages. I don't know what setting I'm doing wrong. Because I do have her set up to only speak her lines.
You're on the final lap. Keep your focus.
But when I'm racing like this, I would like her to be able to... Oh, man, come on, come on, come on. Maybe I should just turn her off and on again, and maybe that would work. Maybe I need to pop out the chat window or something. Because I can see in the corner of my eye, you're chatting there, but even though okay. I'm gonna have to redo this race because I'm really lousy on this track. Can you test a Pagani for racing? Yeah, I could do that too. Okay, well, since I forfeit this race anyways. Why? Because the Paginis seem really fast because we're always getting passed by them. Maybe. I don't know if I have any though. Like, I'm in Road A because I'm not good enough to play in the hypercar. Oh, there is a Pagani. There is a Pagani. There's one. Do I have another one? Nope, that's the only one I have. Oh no, there's the other one. So I got that one. And I have that one. Which one do you want me to use? I don't know which one is better because I never use these cards. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful cars, and apparently they're very fast. I just feel like they are the OP cars in the game. And honestly, sometimes they're just too much for me. Like, there's all kinds of categories, and I know that my driving abilities is not up there. So it's not even worth pretending that I can hang out with these guys. Okay, well, this seems to be like the Ferrari where I can't turn into a curve. Or maybe I just need to get used to it. It's not like the GT at all. Yeah, I have a hard time keeping it on the road. Also, there's this circuit I have a hard time racing. Maybe on another circuit. I have a hard time on Laguna Seca. Well, any car on this circuit. It kind of feels like there's always dirt all over the track. You're slipping no matter what you want to do, there's just no grip. Or no brakes. Seems like the brakes are pretty lacking here. This is a car that you do not want to have to bring to a stop. But it also depends. It could be the upgrades that I did to the car too, you know. Sometimes I throw money at upgrades and I haven't driven the cars much. So I really don't know what they need. Obviously this guy needs tires and brakes. And maybe not so much an engine boost. Well, I think the old Toyota 86 would have been just perfect on this circuit. A little car to do some drifting. Man, I need to get off this circuit. This circuit is driving me nuts. I'm too old to be driving on this one. But I was doing much better with the Ferrari on this one. I was even doing better with the Ferrari than the GT, the Ford GT. See, it doesn't turn, it doesn't brake. I should probably just change the upgrades on it, but let's try it on another circuit. There is not one car that does it all, right? It's a hot day here today. It's 38 degrees. I am melting, folks. Yes, I got the air conditioner, but it's not currently running because I do want to limit the amount of noise. I had just started now, but okay. There we go. This should be an easy track for this. Well, there's one or two other viewers in here. They're very silent, though. So that's why you're ranking up points and nobody's chatting. Now you're going to be like too much of in the lead and people are going to be intimidated by you because if they start chatting, they can never catch up to your points. I think that they're just intimidated by my awesomeness. Like, I should just be here and, you know, keep on saying how awesome I am and how I'm the best and nobody can even race as good as I can because I got experience and all the youngsters, all they got is brown stains in their shorts.
Okay, great driving. That's P3. into first place. Well done.
What? I got a penalty for him knocking me off the track? That is so not cool. This car does have a hard time turning though. And again, I kind of do need the horsepower to keep up with these guys. But for the most part, it's drivable. Oh, another penalty, really? See, we get more viewers when I insult the younger generation. We're up to 4 now. Maybe I should keep insulting the younger generation. But honestly, I'm not good at being bad to people, so... I mean, the last things that I said were pretty much the worst things that I know how to say. I wish somebody would actually, you know, start cursing me and saying how bad I was or something. I mean, as long as it's not personal, well, I guess calling me a bad driver would be. But at least, you know, you would be criticizing my gameplay or something. I got a feeling that they just come in here and say, oh man, this guy is just too cool. I can't be on his level. Like, he's too smart for me. I'm intimidated. I don't know what to say. Like, he's the most coolest, oldest dude I know.
You're within striking distance. Come on, let's make this happen.
Most people his age, man, you know, they got Alzheimer's, which I do. So even if you say something bad, 2 minutes afterwards, I wouldn't even remember it.
Great stuff. That's the fastest second sector of anybody so far.
Well, you knocked me off the circuit earlier, so I'm going to do the same to you here. No! I'm going to get a penalty. No, I didn't get any penalties. But I'm going to lose time going into the grass. What was the saying? Your ass is grass? Was that a saying? Why do I think that was a saying? Ooh, another penalty. I knew it. I was like, how am I not getting a penalty for that one?
That was a masterful piece of driving. Great job.
I still managed to pull it off with all the penalties I got. Although none of my laps count. Yeah, nobody's leaving a like. They're too intimidated by me. Like, they haven't seen this greatness in years. Like, all these new Formula 1 drivers, this new generation of youngsters, they don't know what it is to be racing. The cars drive themselves. Back in Grandpa's days, we actually had to manually shift the cars. I bet you put any one of these viewers in a car with a clutch and a standard shift stick, and there would be like, where's the autopilot on this thing? How does this thing work? Well, Monza was definitely a good circuit for that car. What about Mugello? I love Mugello. I think it's one of my favorite tracks. I love the Dodge. I love the Viper. It's a great car. Lots of muscle. Great handling. Although I've never driven one in real life, so every time I see a YouTube, you see somebody spinning out and hitting a lamppost. Well, the same could be said with all the exotic cars people drive. Honestly, folks, these cars are not meant to be driven on everyday roads. You need to get a 1982 Toyota pickup to drive on today's roads. Now, that was a vehicle. I do have to work on my starts though. Well, that was much better.
Nice one. Moving up the field, that's what we want to see.
But I really hate changing cars every race though, because every car drives different.
Keep pushing.
And it takes, a couple of hours getting used to one car. I'll still change it though, but see, this car has a hard time. What? How did I get a penalty there? What was my penalty there? See, that guy was knocking me off there. I sincerely don't know what I did to get a penalty that time. I love this racetrack though. This and Bruno are probably two of my favorite racing tracks. I'm actually pushing that guy into the lead a little bit, gently. Well, he can capitalize on it.
Great driving.
So changing cars and changing circuits. I'm trying to learn all the circuits. One of these days I'm hoping to master Northcliffe. Which is a circuit that's really hard to learn by heart. Oh, I'm gonna get another penalty there. I knew it. Okay, now I know why I got a penalty. Because even though it looks like you're still on this circuit, you're not. Oof, that was pretty much on the limit, wasn't that? Darn it.
You're on the final lap. Keep your focus.
Also, maybe one of these days, I could get into the car setups. Because a lot of people don't know what all the settings do. Like changing camber and dampeners and ride height and
Nice
brake
one.
biases
Fastest
and
first sector. Big push now. Let's fight our way past. You can do it.
I guess all the cars have their default setups, and that's how they are intended to work because all the engineers say so. But sometimes you can adapt a car for a certain circuit. Or maybe some cars are geared towards just flat out speed, and their handling is really crappy, and they're intended that way to be stable at high speeds. Maybe sometimes you can compromise on the high speed and just make it an overall good in the curves kind of a car. I don't know if people would be interested in that.
You've won the race. Fantastic
Ooh,
drive.
I need to take a break though. Oh. I probably am gonna have a new chair. To build up my own sim cockpit, DIY sim cockpit. It's gonna be a seat from a Mitsubishi, because that's the closest thing on Marketplace that I could find. And yes, I am going with a real car seat rather than a gamer seat. That kind of looks like a racing seat, but it's not a real racing seat. And it's not comfortable. That's why most sim racers, you'll see them stream for 20 minutes and then they leave. And not only that, but when you're young, you don't realize the back problems that you're going to have later on in life because of that seating. So I'm going to build myself, a sim pit and stuff, but it's going to be comfortable. So it might actually look more like a truck driver cockpit than a Formula One cockpit. But hey, at least it'll be comfortable for racing, right? Okay, I need to talk to Nick, the teenager, Nicotine. So, okay, vehicles. Where is that Dodge? Ooh, okay. So see, these cars here are all... No comment. I'm not going to say nothing. There we go. Car. I love the livery. I love the paint on it. So, now that we have a car, see, we can go in and to the garage. I can click on it, upgrades. So here we can just put different parts on it. I can change the tires, I can change the brakes, weight reduction, body work, air intake, camshafts, fuel injection, engine block, transmission, suspension, and race conversion. And the higher up I go, the more points I get. And when I reach 630, then the car changes category. Or once I reach 565, it goes into road A. And as soon as I get to 500 points, it goes into road B. So you have to kind of be careful with the modifications that you do to your car, not to go into a category where, like, I don't have the skill to drive hypercars. And as you can see, there's no limits here. So even if I get my car to 631, there might be cars that go up to 1,000 that I'll be racing up against. So not only will I be outclassed with the vehicle, but talent-wise as well. Like, I'm hoping one day to, start tweaking with these things. Like I said, on the other cars, I basically just put modifications on them to get them near the limits, but it's not necessarily the best modifications for those cars. I haven't driven every single car on every single track and tweaked them and whatnot. So other than the modifications that you can do to the car, obviously the better the modifications, the more things that you can tweak. And by that I mean tuning. When you decide to tune a car. What, can I not select it? Why can I not select? Do I have to do another slot? I can afford it. Why is it? Oh, edit. Okay. Okay. I did not need to get another thing there. Okay, edit. Okay. So you can change the tire pressure, brake balance, front downforce, rear downforce, suspension. I can change the camber, the toe angles. I cannot change the ride heights. Anti-roll bars, front spring rates, rear spring rates, dampening, rebound, bump, drives, changing the gears on your thing. So you can definitely go in and tweak. But see, depending on the modifications that I did on the car, I have access to more or less different options. Okay. We're not going to apply anything. We're just going to... Can I delete any of these? Apparently I cannot. Okay. Let's get back to racing, folks. Oh boy. Actually, I was thinking of taking the passenger seat out of my truck because it's a really comfortable seat.
That wasn't your best
Actually, I
start. Keep
currently have
focused.
the
We'll link
headrest
it up
here.
later.
But then it would look silly not having a passenger seat in my vehicle. Okay, I don't often have passengers, but that one time that you do need a passenger and you don't have a seat, it's like, yeah, sit on the rear seats. I've used my chair for a cockpit at home. I also really like the engine sound. You do know that Lamborghini was the one that actually engineered the V10 on this car. Back when Lamborghini was owned by Chrysler. Oh, I don't want to go out. I don't want to get a penalty. See, it's green. Me in my head, it registers like it's okay to be on the green. And then again, this is not golf, right? See, that's what people in the chat should be saying. Hey, Grandpa, you're too old to be racing. You should play golf games instead. Like, we don't need to know what all those numbers do to the tuning. We could just ask our phones and they'll answer what everything does. We don't need to learn stuff. Our phones are smarter than us. See, just as is though, this car handles beautifully. It handles great. It does have the power. See, the car in front is faster and doesn't handle well in the curves. See how close I can keep up with him? But in the straight, he kind of takes off, though. But in the curve, I'm right into his bumper. See, in the straight, though, he just takes off.
You're up to first place. Great job. Keep pushing. Last lap now. Keep pushing it to the checkered flag and be prepared to defend your line.
See, he's a lot faster than I am. He actually ran out of a straight line there, but see how fast he was coming to pass me? But this is where we're going to lose him. He won't be able to follow me in these curves unless I get a penalty. Because I like going in the greens so much. A Dodge is a car that handles superbly. Oh, I'm gonna get a penalty. Nope, no penalties. Okay. So this car doesn't even need any tuning or anything to get it the way that it is now. So get the right mods onto your vehicle and then you can start tweaking.
Congratulations, you won it by a mile. Great driving.
See, I won it by a mile. It's really a fun car to drive. But see, there's not much of a challenge. That's why I'm like taking cars that I'm not used to driving. I was had a golf game and I was really good at it. Oh. Yeah, I tried a golf game 25 years ago. And I tried it out maybe for a week and gave up on it. Not because I was bad at it, just because it wasn't for me. It's like when I was a kid, I would, you know, sometimes go fishing. I like to go fishing. But I was going fishing maybe between 5 and 10 times a year during the summer. Not all that often, but every 2 or 3 weeks I would go fishing. And then you have your 2 weeks vacation where you're pretty much going fishing every day. And then I tried a fishing video game, and yeah, that it's not for me. It is so not for me. Okay. I kind of feel like I need to go back and work on that Paganini. Where is that stupid Paganini? See, I'm right there at the limit, 628 of 630, but what did I do to it? Fuel injection? What else did I do to it? And a turbo. See, I couldn't do anything to it. Definitely need brakes. Can I switch the tires? Oh, see, tires bring me into... See, I can't do anything to this car. Well, I can work on the brakes. What about weight reduction? Okay, can't do that. Body work? Can't do that. Air intake? I guess I could do that. Camshaft's gonna put me over. Yep. Fuel injection. Ooh, just at the limit. So that's what I could do to it. Not to go over. So it really needs tires, but I can't do it. Otherwise, the car becomes too good and it jumps category. Let's see if it handles a little bit better now that I got brakes on it. And I love this track too. I love Suzuka. Also known as Sakito. I really would like to meet a Japanese girl. I don't know why. Is it because I'm influenced by the anime shows that I watch? Is it because I'm curious? Because I heard that guys like to play video games rather than go out on dates with girls. So, what is it? Are the girls like... what's wrong with them? Or is it because the guys have something wrong with them that they're not interested in girls? Okay, let's see here if I can do something better. Yeah, I know I got sidetracked there, but... Also, oh, I'm gonna get a penalty here. No penalties? Okay. Oh, I got the crack. Penalty. Whoa! I'm gonna get another penalty. And I was gonna say, I think the car handles better. Okay. That was a lot of cars trying to turn there. Oh, I'm in the green again. Gonna get a penalty. Yeah, paninis are little submarine breads that are very good sandwiches. Oh, I'm in the green again. Penalty. Well, I would definitely say that the brakes made a big difference. If I can brake, then I get the adherence that I need to actually stay on the track. I still went a little bit fast there, but not as bad as it was when I just put everything into a turbo. Oh, what? Seems like I got a penalty before even going off track there. See, the gearing is all bad though. It stays a very long time in the red. I mean, this car might be a little bit too much for this category. You wouldn't be able to tweak much on it anyways. And by tweak, I mean tune. There's not much tuning that... I don't have enough upgrades on it to be able to do anything. The car handles a lot better than it used to.
Last lap. This is the last lap. Do whatever it takes. You can still take second. Keep on the pressure. That was a masterful piece of driving. Great job.
No, I can't reduce any weight. You saw when I was doing it, it jumps into the next category. Like I could show you a hypercar race, and you'll see that I just don't have the skills to race there. On top of which, I don't even know which circuit's gonna be next. What track's gonna be next? Oh, Silverstone. Okay. Vehicle. Hypercars. Which car should I use? I should probably change my name here to Jeeps. Well, there's a couple of McLarens. 2017 720S or the P1. It doesn't matter because you'll see that I'm out of my class here. I am way out of my class. Well, McLaren is fitting on Silverstone, since it is a British company. And this is going to be the last race of the night. Because it is getting late for everybody. We're still a weeknight. Middle of the week, folks. Well, I mean, if you're on the West Coast, you don't care, but I know for Zur Gamer and myself, it's getting late. A lot later for him than for me. Well, too late, or take the venom. It's too late. And it won't make a difference because I am way out of my class here.
Great work. That was a great start. Keep it going.
These cars are way too fast for me. Well, this car is kind of like a Viper. It's very easy to drive. Oh boy, okay, there we go. Going up against a Bugatti, which are the fastest cars in the world. Yeah, this car has got too much power and too much speed. But I have been racing a lot this week, right? I've been racing every day this week, so I'm getting better at it. You know, maybe in another week or so I could actually switch categories and start driving in hypercars. But then we get to another beast. Then we could go into the GT category.
Final lap. This is the final lap. The win is still on. Just keep on it all the way to the flag.
I never tried steering wheel, so I don't know how hard it is with the steering wheel. It depends. It's- All I would say, it's a lot more fun. You actually feel like you're driving something. You know, when you play on the game controller, it's like going fishing in Genshin, and you're fishing for the catch, and you're just throwing your line in, struggling with the fish. Does it feel like fishing? No, it feels like you're pushing buttons to simulate a fishing game. It doesn't really, it's not really fun. Doesn't feel like fishing. Well, controllers are fun. I mean, all the other times that you saw me play this game, it was with a controller. Now I really would like some force feedback on the steering wheel, though. I would like to feel something. And you can also put little transducers, like 4 transducers, one in each corner. That way when I go over bumps, you could hear like, you know, it shakes a little bit. I would kind of like that. But I also want to kind of go old school. I kind of want to have a clutch pedal and kind of have to shift gears and get it into the right gear, and it makes the game harder. You're not as fast, well, as when everything is automatic on full assist and everything, but so yeah, getting into the GT Open categories, this would be super crazy. But these cars you can fully play and tune with and do everything you want. They don't look like cars anymore. They look like racing machines. Now, maybe I could try this tomorrow too. Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of categories, a lot of cars. I'm happy with Road A. I feel like this is where I belong. But it is a racing game, so we could go racing and enjoy our a race. Well, okay, folks. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. And to all the silent viewers out there, hopefully you got some brown stains in your shorts. I don't have to worry about it because at my age I wear diapers. But okay, folks, stay safe, drive safe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join our social networks. Join us on Discord. I want to know how bad or how good I am. And hopefully we see you in the next stream, folks. You got your 150 XP. Excellent. Does it accumulate over time or does it reset every day? We'll have to find out. 175. Hey, you're going to get a speeding ticket there if you get it up any higher than that. But okay, folks, time to end the poll there with a fantastic one vote. One vote. Every stream it resets. Okay. Well, you'll have to come back for another challenge tomorrow's. So, okay, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I can get OnStar working tomorrow, and she could just speak out the chats. So I don't have to read them while I'm racing. And let's have a lot of fun. And hey, if you know anybody that is in the hobby and wants to contribute to any DIY projects, even if you have old hardware, power supplies, hard drives, SSDs, whatever, I need everything and everything to build stuff. So even if I'm going to do my own DIY project for a steering wheel, I still need a power supply. And guess what? If you have an old PC lying around with an old power supply, I could use that to power stuff. So just letting you know. And even if you have like old wiper motors from old cars from a junkyard, and I mean, okay, if you're living halfway across the world, it's not interested shipping it to me. But you know what I mean? Anything and everything helps. And if I use a 3D printer to print stuff out, you can send me some PLA. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you could just send it to me. So there you go, folks. Everybody can contribute in every little way. Chats, super chats, and all that kind of stuff. Buy me a coffee. Every little thing helps. So again, thank you all. Good night.